Right. Just before we begin, just to say that I will be in Amsterdam for a live meeting. So I'll be there 23rd to the 25th of January, and then I'll be in Pax Lodge in London on the 31st. If anybody's interested, just go to the website. It's all on there. Okay, great. Yeah, I think everybody's here. So I'll just start with a few words, and then we just begin. So all that's happening apparently here is just looking at screens. It's just looking at screens. There's just a room. There's just apparently furniture and things around. There's just that. It's just what is. That's all that's being expressed here. It's just what is. It's just this. Just what is. There isn't anything more that is being talked about. There isn't anything somehow sort of supernatural that sort of happens. It's just what is. Just objects, apparently, happening. Of course, there isn't anyone looking at those objects. There's not anyone trying to find anything in those objects. They're just objects that seem to be apparently happening. There's no seer. There's just what is. All there is this timeless immediacy, uh, this unknowableness, this aliveness. There's just what is. And apparently, what seems to happen is that there can be, doesn't always have to be, but there can be an apparent uh, a contraction that seems to be there. There can be an apparent contraction, and that contraction can apparently have a notion that there is something else other than what is, that there is something more to find, that there is something more important, better somewhere else, somewhere over the rainbow. And this is the end of all of that. This is the end of seeking. This is the end of trying, and that extremely that constant sort of running on the hamster wheel to try to find something. This is the recognition that for no one that there is nothing to find. All there is what is. There's just beautifully screens and carpets and walls and cups. Isn't that amazing? Just what is, without it, without there needing to be anything else, without there needing to be anything other than what is. And of course, this isn't an observation. This isn't about observation. This isn't about awareness. There isn't an awareness. There's no one to be aware. So this expression is not coming out of anywhere. And if there are questions, which there may or may not be, they will also not be coming out of anywhere. So we can talk about this. We can talk around this. We won't get anywhere, of course, but it's nice to chat. So we can talk and we can express um, what's apparently happening. But of course, there's no message here. There's just what there's just what is. There's just immediacy. Lindsay.
Hi, David.
Hi.
Just if you could clarify, and I think I know the answer, but I need a little help when you hear that there are no bodies,
Hmm.
but yet bodies will do their thing. Bodies will still be doing their thing, despite what, how is the word just apparently there are bodies? Is
Yeah,
that the answer to that?
yeah, it's this word apparently, which is annoying for me. Because nothing, you can't pin it down, you see, that's the thing. Me likes to pin things down. It likes to kind of say, this is real, this is real. And so that must be what's happening. So it's an attempt to try to understand something. It's an attempt to try to figure something out. And
Yeah,
you'll never figure this out. This is impossible to understand. You'll never understand this. This is just what is.
right.
So this
Okay.
it's just in a way that that question is really about trying to understand. You can't.
All right. I get it. Thank you.
Yeah, sure. Casey.
Yeah, hi. Um,
Hi.
hi. On my way to this meeting, I noticed something that annoyed me needs to be dealt with in my house.
Yeah.
Um, and I was like, should I go to the meeting? Should I not? And I was like, I should go because what if I miss out on something?
Yeah. Yeah.
But then I also still feel like, oh, I need to deal with that thing too.
This is so freeing because you don't have to be here. Isn't that amazing? In fact, the funny thing is that nobody's here anyway. Whether you're here or not, nobody's here. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. There isn't something here that you can learn. So there isn't something that you're going to miss. This is the freedom of it is that there's no possibility of anybody missing anything. You're not going to have to write notes up on this or for there to be a test at the end. It's just not going to happen. It's never going to happen. There isn't anything here. All there is just walls and carpets and TVs and screens and whatever. That's all there is. That's it. So yeah. Don't worry. If there if it, well, what is already everything. You can be in the car, you can be, walking the dog, you can be whatever's going on is what's apparently happening. So there's no this is where there's this confusion about what is expressed here and something like satsang, which is a hidden kind of teaching. It's a form of a hidden teaching, where apparently somebody says there's nothing to learn and there's nothing, but it's good to be at satsang. No, no, no. This has got nothing to do with that at all. There's no requirement for anybody to do anything, and nobody does anything.
I There's like a lot of delight in that, and at the same time, there's like a but that comes up too. Yeah. It's both at the
Yeah,
same
yeah,
time.
sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. What's the but?
I was just thinking like, should I say it or is it just pointless?
Oh, it's definitely
Yeah.
pointless, but you might want to say
Yeah.
it anyway.
Sure.
But
Yeah, the but is like sometimes it seems like there's a different energy in this space though. And so I think, oh, it's good to expose myself to that energy. that seems, mm, yeah, I don't even know how to say it because yeah.
Well, there's a sense of there's a sense of openness to what is in these kind of conversations. There's an openness. There's the possibility that me isn't the dualism isn't just the apparent way of how the apparent world is works. It isn't dualistic. There's an openness to that,
Mm,
and there can be a quality of relaxation in that. But of course, there can also be a quality of extreme irritation with the whole thing. That can happen as well. There can be contraction, there can be expansion. There's no rules. So this doesn't have this. This is completely pointless.
mm.
You can't get anything here.
Yeah, it's so strange how that can bring up joy. It can make me want to cry. It can make
Yeah.
me, yeah, feel more like, yeah, it's
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah. It totally. Yeah. Because it can, because there's no parameters.
Mm, okay, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
Hi, David.
Hi. Who am I
This
talking to?
Margaret. Hi.
Oh, hi, Margaret. Hi. 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 How are you doing?
Is this what is bound by any? Are there any rules holding the thing together?
Well, only apparently there seems to be rules, doesn't there? Like, gravity or whatever you want to call it, seems to be. But of course, anything can happen. There's nothing fixed. There's nothing fixed. This is free fall. There's nothing which is absolute. All there is what is.
Okay,
There's
but
just
what?
immediacy.
Okay, but what is seems to follow a pattern.
Well, it only does in time.
Okay, so is it really chaos?
Well, no, that is also something which is looked at upon charting something being chaotic. It's only apparent chaos or apparent order. All there is what is. There's just immediacy. This is timeless.
Okay, but when I look around, I what is always stuff that I have words for. There's never stuff that is, how would I even put it? Like, something that's beyond my little cognitive sphere. I never
Uh,
see something
mhm.
that. Oh,
So
mm,
something, what are you looking for something kind of supernatural in a way?
I well, I'm not. I'm not looking for it. I don't think I'd like that, but something to say that's never been seen or that's.
Yes. No, I understand. I mean, in a certain sense, me gets the one of the key things about me, in a certain sense, is that it gets locked up in an idea that everything is the same.
Okay.
Everything's kind of almost quite boring in a way.
Yeah.
Me can get bored very easily. Okay, that's like a very key me thing, if you
Oh,
like,
mm,
because it's sort of like it's all about kind of going, "Oh, well, I've seen that before, you know, I've seen that before. That it's all the same, you know, it's same routine, you know." But that
yeah.
routine is only apparent because there isn't time. There's just what is. This is the
Okay.
end of time. So so this is everything being new. This is newness. This is aliveness. When there isn't anyone, there isn't any time, there isn't any continuation.
Okay. Yeah. So there's no continuation. So it's just like flashes. Is it?
Flashes, well, no, there's just what is.
Okay.
You can't grasp this. You can't
Mm,
understand it. Me does try to have this thing of kind of trying to understand this, but this is just this is. I mean, a little child is just in that.
yeah.
There's no thought about it. There's no idea about continuation or things being boring in a way. There's just what is, and what is has an aliveness about it because it's just what is. There's
Mm,
no addition. There's
oh,
nothing added on to kind of go, oh, that's oh, that's boring. I've seen that before. Or,
mm,
you know, or that's part of something which looks chaotic, or that's part of a pattern which looks regular.
mm.
It's all an analysis that goes on top of what is.
Okay. Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah, thank you. Hi, Johan.
Hi, David.
Hi.
Um, in a way, there seems to be an order in the sense that this is nothing appearing as everything rather than the other way around.
Oh no, but it is both. It's everything appearing as nothing and nothing appearing as everything. It's neverthing. It's nothing and everything
At the same
immediately.
time, yes. There's,
Mm.
there's no difference, of course.
So it's chaos and order simultaneously.
Yes, of course. But I would rather say it's chaos appearing as order than the other way around. I don't know why, but that seems to be the case.
Well, only from a particular point of view.
Of course, it is.
Me will see it in that way, but it is not necessarily the case. There's a it is it is just that there's me always has a particular angle at which it
Yeah,
sees something. There isn't an angle, there's just everything and nothing. There's just
yeah.
what is.
Mm. One can put oneself on, in a way, on either side, but that's not correct either. No, it's
I mean, me does. I
yeah,
mean,
well, yeah.
in the course of a day, a me will say everything is chaotic, and then it will also say, "Oh no, everything is ordered."
Yeah, yeah.
So it can there's a huge fluctuation of where me sort of lends its kind of, belief, if you like. But
Hmm.
actually, all of those things are kind of an attempt to try to explain this, and this can't be explained. This is just what is immediate. It's just this.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, thank you.
Yes, but David, this might be semantics, but everything, nothing could appear as everything, but nothing could never appear.
Nothing could never appear. I mean,
Nothing couldn't ever appear.
okay, so we are in the semantic category at this
Right.
point, which is, of course, me trying to figure this out. Is it ultimately what is cannot be known. So, I mean, the nature of nothing, it's unknowable. The nature of everything is also unknowable. All there is unknowableness. This is all unknowable,
Never.
wonderfully unknowable. It's just complete, This this is absolute stupidity. Okay, this is what it looks like. So there's nothing here to understand anything. You know, this is nothing. This is not. This is a complete lack of understanding. This is complete lack. This is complete in a way. Not. This is just. This is loss. Total loss. I'm at a you know. There's a total loss here to explain this. You know.
Mm. Yeah.
So some people will call it everything. Other people will call it nothing, and it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
No.
That's what's wonderful. It doesn't matter. Nothing matters.
All right.
And Michael,
Hi.
hi man, how you doing?
Hey, I'm great. I just wanted to say that it's incredible that nothing matters
Yeah, yeah,
and that I never had to figure anything out. Nothing ever needed to be figured out.
right, right, yeah,
Like I never had to figure anything out. I was always trying to figure it out. Every time that like always back there. Like let me figure that step out. What did I just it's constantly behind, you
yeah.
know. Yeah,
It's quite a it's I mean it is of course either you know more than you don't have to figure anything out. It's just there is no one.
yeah.
So there's no one that there's nothing to try to figure anything out.
Yeah. Nothing matters. Like, yeah.
No.
But not like, oh, nothing matters. It's like nothing matters.
Yeah, right. Right. That body will just go towards pleasure and away from pain. It just does what it does. That's it. It's very simple.
Yeah. It never had to be figured out. Like
No,
nothing, absolutely
no,
nothing.
yeah,
Absolutely nothing. It's so wonderful. Um,
yeah.
I, oh, it's just like a little picture here, but I was like, I feel like a couple of days ago, I felt really thirsty, you know? And this is just a picture. And I was like, I'm just gonna click on this real quick and watch it just for a second. And it's like I drank through just from hearing this, I guess, whatever. And it was like, I was just like alive again. You know, it's just kind of like a whatever imaginative story here, but I just wanted to mention that it's great to hear. This is amazing. And yeah, that's all I wanted to say. Thank you,
Thank
David.
you.
This is
Thank you,
incredible.
man.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Yeah, thanks. Thanks, Michael. Yeah, thanks.
Hi, David. Hi.
Ollie. Oh no,
No,
sorry. No,
hi,
Mark.
Mark.
Hi. Sorry, I
Hi.
couldn't hear. Yeah, yeah. Hi.
So you say, um, the body moves towards pleasure, away from pain.
Yeah.
So is that what we call desire? We experience, there's an experience of, we say, desire for something.
Yeah, you
Is
could
that really
you
it?
yeah, you could describe it like that. Yeah. It is another word. Desire, movement towards. Yeah.
So it's just an energetic response, really.
Yes, there's nothing good or bad about it. It's just what seems to go on. That body just goes towards what it goes towards. It's attracted. It's a magnet. Just goes
Yeah,
towards what it's drawn towards and away from what it isn't.
okay. And then frustration comes into that some way.
Well, yes, yes. I mean, absolutely. There can be a lot of frustration. I mean, in the sense of well, in what sense do you mean? In frustration of me trying to get somewhere, that's one quality of frustration. There can actually be frustration of a body, you know, uh, not being able to get what it wants in a way, and that also can seem to go on. A body sometimes can't get what it wants. Doesn't matter. It's just what seems to happen.
And you distinguish that from the me frustration.
Absolutely, yeah. It's very if you've seen a dog trying to get to a bone that it's
Okay.
hidden under a cushion or something,
Yeah. Yeah.
and it can't get that. That's one quality of frustration. It's absolutely immediate and very irritating. Yeah, and that's what seems to go on. But then there is an apparent me, which is also can be extremely frustrated at trying to get somewhere which it fantasizes about. It's a pure fantasy.
Okay.
It's just a fantasy. It's frustrated that it can't get to what it longs for because what it longs for is already everything. Of course, me doesn't recognize that, but that's what it is.
So the frustration is almost like, I don't know what way to describe it, that the me believes in the fantasy rather than what is. Is
Well,
it?
me is the fantasy
Oh, me
that
is
it
the
believes
fantasy.
in.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay.
it veils what is through its apparent contraction, apparent quality of being, or
Right.
whatever.
So it's denying what is.
Yes, constantly in denial of what is. I mean, it does. Yeah. Well, it's not in it's as I've said before, it's not really a kind of clever, thought out thing. It's just contraction. It's just a
Yeah,
quality of contraction. It just does that.
yeah.
It's a fever. It's not
Okay.
for anybody. It's nobody. There's nobody to blame. There's nobody that does me. It's just what seems to go on with humans.
Yeah. And if something doesn't like make sense to the me,
Yeah.
there appears to be frustration.
Oh
But
yeah, yeah. I mean, this is the most frustrating place for me to be, to listen to this stuff.
yeah,
Yeah, absolutely, extremely irritating because it's just, well, you know, give me something, but
yeah,
here you can't get anything.
yeah. And I mean, the me just wants to know,
Yeah, yeah, just wants to know, to understand,
understand. Yeah,
yeah, to claim. It's all of that's a kind of claiming. If you understand, knowledge is a kind of claiming,
yeah.
science is extremely greedy.
Okay.
Yeah, it's all about claiming stuff. Oh, we know that, we know that, know
Yeah.
that, know that, we know that bit, and that, oh, somebody's figured out dark matter, we know what that is.
Okay.
It's absolute nonsense.
Yeah.
It's just a claiming, you know,
And the whole spiritual quest appears to be that too.
absolutely the same. Two sides of the same coin.
Mm.
Or as my friend says, different cheek of the same arse.
We'll definitely remember that one. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. Yeah, yeah. But like the spiritual thing, that side of the arse
Yeah,
is, it, even though there can be recognition of its ultimate pointlessness,
yeah.
there's still a draw towards some sort of a comfort or something.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like
Well, it's in a way, it's like if I don't know, at least God does. So
okay,
God's got it sorted out, So I can rely on him because he's got it figured out, or her, as you
yeah,
get, because it's been sorted out. But it doesn't work.
no, no,
It works for a little bit, and then of course, something goes drastically wrong
yeah.
in the plan, and then of course that gets a reckoning.
And there can be a sort of a recognition that that spiritual quest is utterly pointless. Um, and yet it's like between two stools. There's this message, we'll call it,
Yeah,
and then there's the spiritual quest.
yeah, between the devil and the deep blue
Yeah,
sea. Yeah.
and it's like being abandoned in between both.
Well, it is actually just both. It is all there is what is. There's just everything.
Yeah,
What is longed for is already what is. So it is both, it is both, it is
yeah,
everything. It's not one or the other.
yeah, 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 yeah. Okay. Mm.
It's even the me, it's even me, it's even longing, it's
Yeah,
even all of this, all of it is what is. That doesn't
mm.
help me, of course, but
Oh,
nothing does.
nothing does. Yeah, yeah. Mm.
That's great. Thanks.
Thank you so much. Thanks. Hi, Johan.
Hi.
Hi.
Well, it's just hopeless, I think, huh? Because you just said it's
Yeah.
both, but you could also say it's neither.
Yeah, you could. Absolutely. I prefer neither, to be honest. I do prefer that. That's my preference. Yeah, I prefer it's neither nothing nor everything. It's neither one.
Why would you prefer to express it that way?
Because essentially me just tries to grasp onto whatever it is.
Yeah.
So if you say nothing, me kind of goes, oh, what does that look like? Is that a
Yeah.
glass that's half empty?
Yeah.
Or do you know what I mean?
Uh,
So
it,
it's
it,
always got it will always create something out of it. And
it's
and so it's neither, it's none of the things that are imagined. This can't be understood. This can't be fantasized about. It is just all of that is just a fantasy. This is impossible to understand. This is hopeless in that this is a hopeless message for me.
in that way, neither would be closer to the absolute negation of
Yeah,
whatever. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Can't be described. Even described, it can't really be described. There's plenty of people that talk about what is in very descriptive terms, long, you know, poetic streams of description, and that is all it is. It's just description. It's just describing.
There's nothing to say.
There's nothing to describe. It doesn't matter. All there is just this. There's just this.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Hello, David.
Hi, Anna.
Hi. I don't know how to put the hand up. I don't know where I
Oh,
find
that's all right. Don't worry. Don't worry. I can see you. Yeah.
it. Um, so talking just happens,
Yeah.
whether it makes sense or not,
No,
or
yeah.
a load of cod.
Absolutely. Usually a load of cos. Well, from here, it's usually a load of codswallop. Yeah.
So movement happens. Everything's just happening, but it's not really happening.
Well, it's just it just seems to be happening. It's not happening for anyone. There isn't anyone, but there's just that body, goes and does what it does.
So the body's doing it, and then the me comes in and says it was me that's doing it.
Yes, exactly. Yes. Well, that quality is just the quality of contraction, and quality of contraction seems to find a center, seems to wrap it around an apparent center. It's not real, an apparent center, which it calls me, and which it describes as being real. And that means that everything around, everything that apparently happens is me doing it. It is claimed by that apparent center, but it's just really energy in a state of contraction.
So when the energy of contraction is gone,
Mm.
so how does the apparent things, there's no separation, or how
No,
does,
there's no sense of separateness. No, there's just what is.
and it's
There's no
happening.
thought about separate. No, there's no questioning of what is. There's no question of there being something separate or something not separate. All of that happens for me. Me's trying to work it all out, trying to work the world out, trying to figure out, am I separate? Is this, how is this, am I, what is, do you see what I mean? It's all about questioning, trying to understand, trying to figure out life. There is no life.
There is no life.
No.
So can you so what does that mean?
Well, there is just no one, so there is no life there, and there is no death. There's just
So
what is. There's
what
just
is
immediacy for no one.
for no one? So it's just an energy.
You could say all there is energy, but then me kind of turns that into something real. So it will say, and energy is a thing, but in this way of describing it, energy is nothing and everything, or it's impossible to describe. So it's just what is. What is a better way of expressing it. It's just what is. It's just this.
So it's not confusing.
No, no, no. There's nobody to be confused. That's the thing, or mystified, or sort of worried about that. That's that. No, this is the end of that kind of confusion. I mean, if you asked me to, do to write a computer program, I would be actually confused. But 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 there's no confusion about what is. What is just simply this. It's just this. So I mean, how could you be confused about this? This is, in a way, that's it. You know, that this is obvious. This is just obviously what is. There's nothing to talk about in a way. But for me, it's not enough. What is not enough. So there'll still just be what is, but it won't be enough. And that not enoughness is the additional bit. That's the addition. It's not that this has anything. This doesn't have anything at all. That has got there's an apparent something additional, if you like. It's not really because it's just what is, but it's an apparent addition.
And it's addition because it feels solid.
Yeah, well, me is the apparent contraction, which makes everything seem real and separate. I am real, you're real. I am a separate entity. You are a separate entity.
Mm.
Everything is separate, and yeah, and that can be very confusing, of course, because there's lots of parts.
Yeah. Okay. It's not possible to imagine what it's like.
No, you can't imagine this. This is unimaginable.
But it's not a shock when it's
Well,
right.
it can in a way from an extreme sort of state of contraction of me, but really having that strong belief in myself, my life, my story. When that just if that just totally falls apart, which it can at any moment just completely fall apart, there can be a contrast in a way. But no, in a certain sense, what is just always what is. It is not. It was always known. That body, all of those bodies, always just have a complete recognition of this. Now, that this is why, in a certain sense, this expression is so drawn to, because there is a recognition somewhere that this is really this is what's going on.
Right. Yeah.
So there's a recognition there somewhere, and that sort of that sort of is a sort of a sort of a memory in a way. This is a kind of remembering.
Yeah. Okay. So my imagination takes me to the idea that it's uh, kind of everything is flying in the in nothing. I mean, like
Yeah, but it's a good
but that's
it's a
just
nice imaginary thing. Yeah, but as you say, it's an
yeah.
imagination. Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like fairy tale, like everything. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So in a certain sense, this is the end of the imagination in that way. In the imagination of attempting to try to understand what is.
Yeah.
It's the end of that.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, Lindsay. Yeah.
So, speaking earlier about a center
Mm.
here, location, if you later on today got a stomach ache, how
hmm
would you describe that?
Well, I would
Because it
just
is sort of
describe it in
centered.
exactly the same way as everybody else. I would use the words, I've got a stomach ache. It doesn't matter about words.
Would it feel then you centered, or would you feel like the me has a stomach ache and
Sorry,
therefore I'm identified with it.
can you say that first part again? It didn't come through so well. Sorry, say that again.
Oh, I'm having problems with my Wi-Fi today. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Would you feel like if you said I have a stomach ache,
Yeah.
would there then be a me that is identified with a me in a storyline of I have a stomach?
No, it would just be a description. It would just be a description of or to an an apparent doctor or whoever that there was a stomach ache. There's an ache. There's a pain. You know,
And
it
it's
doesn't have to
associated,
be for anyone. Pain doesn't have to be my pain. It can just be pain.
but like I would feel or you may feel your stomach ache. So I'm saying, is there like
I'm not getting
you
that.
have a
Sorry.
stomach ache right now? Am I coming in and out again?
Yeah, yeah,
Can you hear me now?
yeah, yeah. I can hear you. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So if I had a stomach right now and it felt very centered, kind of personal, like to my own body, that would be that would be a storyline. That would be an identification with
Well, you don't
me who
have a
has a stomach.
body. You don't have a body. There isn't a body. There is just there is just apparent uh, apparent ache and apparent pain there. But it isn't anybody's pain. It's just what seems to be happening. I think she's gone.
Hi, David.
Hi, Ollie.
How's things?
All right,
Mm.
thanks. Yeah,
Cool.
yeah. How are you?
Um, yeah, there is no separation already at on any there is no separation at all.
No,
Yeah. And this sense of being separate, that somebody is separate, looking, nobody's doing that, nobody's behind that, and that's not even separate.
no.
Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah. There's nothing that's separate. There's nothing. There's no separation. There may be apparent separation or a sense of separation, but that's just what it is.
Mm. Yeah.
It's the end of the questioner. This is the end of the questioner. This is the end of the one that's trying to understand and figure things out. This is the end of all of that. This is the relief of the end of questioning.
Yeah, well, like really, it's the end of this seeming sense or story that there is somebody there separate looking not to be separate. It's just really the end of that sort of
Yeah,
illusion, really. And
absolutely. Yeah, yeah.
that's already not separate.
It's already not separate. Yeah, that's the when that sort of apparent bubble bursts, there's that recognition that there never was a life, that there never was a story, that there was a story, but
Yeah.
it was just it wasn't it wasn't mine. There wasn't a story. There was there all there ever has been and ever is immediacy. There's has been is not the right way to express it, but but all there is immediacy. There's never been anything but immediacy.
I'm asking about someone else, but it's just, is that really why Jim says it's done?
Yes, yes, exactly. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, yeah, exactly. You can just say it's like that. It's already over. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's over
mm,
before you begin. Yeah.
yeah. Like it's the end of this dream that something's outside of everything, trying to know everything, trying to get
Yeah,
back to everything.
yeah.
Yeah.
And all there is this. This is already enough. There's nowhere to look for anything else.
Mm. Yeah, that's all.
Thanks so much,
Well,
Ollie.
thanks,
Thanks.
David. Thank you.
Nanda, I can probably no, I can't unmute you.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. Oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
Hi, David.
Hi.
So it's also the end of the feeling of me that doesn't appear
Yes.
anymore.
Yes, yes, in a way, yes. There's the end of me. Yes, the end of me is the end of the fear of
No,
death.
oh, the end
Yeah,
of the fear of death, yeah.
yeah, yeah.
But I said it's also the end of the feeling of me.
Oh, the end of the feeling of yeah, yeah. It is the end of the sense of contraction, the end of the feeling of me. Yes, sure. It's relief. Although all there is in the end is relief. It's just a relief. Me is quite a burden.
So it's just a kind of an open field.
Yeah, it's open. Yeah, it's an open quality. Yes, not
And
for anyone, but it is open. Yes.
and talking about um, nothing and everything. So it's totally everything.
Well, I mean, I prefer to go back to it isn't. It's neither nothing nor
Yeah,
is it everything.
yeah.
It's impossible. It's unknowable.
There's especially this quality of not knowing, which is very strong.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
absolutely what it is.
yeah,
That's the best way of, should I say,
yeah.
it's the best way of describing
That kind of
this.
stops.
Yes, it's just
Yeah,
you can't. This is completely impossible to understand.
yeah. And also that that habit stops. I mean, you get even annoyed if Um, you have people around you who constantly want to pinpoint everything because you
Yeah,
just
well,
kind
that
of
me
forget.
does. That's what me will do.
Yeah,
And also, if I say it's unknowableness, somebody is bound to try to figure out what
yeah,
unknowableness is. So,
yeah,
so me does that. Me will always try to figure this out. It's utterly impossible, but it doesn't. You know, me isn't driven by anyone. Me is just a sense of contraction. It's a fever. Nobody does it. So this isn't me bashing. You know, you know, these meetings are not sort of about, you know, beating up me and saying, oh, you know, me's a bad, you know, this is not at all about that in any way. It's just saying what apparently happens with some human beings is that there is a sense of this contraction, and that's what seems to be happening. That's it. It's just a recognition that that's what seems to be happening.
yeah. Okay, thank you.
Thanks so much, Nanda. Thank you. Anita?
Hi,
Hi, Anita. Hi.
hi there. Yeah, in a way, there's nothing to say, but in the beginning, very strong came up was there was really no problem. There's just
Yes.
yeah,
Yes. Absolutely. Yeah. Me is the sort of problem maker.
yeah. This is so amazing.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
David,
Hi, Ollie.
yeah, like really all there is already is everything.
Yes.
And an energy, this energy says that there's everything and me, yeah, and there's already everything. There's just everything.
There's already all there is everything, and me tries to
Yeah.
claim it. And in the end, what seems to go on is that that energy of trying to claim it falls apart.
Yeah, tries to know it as an object,
Yeah.
and it's already
So
not separate
as Jim said,
from it.
it's already done.
It's already not separate from it. Yeah.
Already. It's already what is.
Mm.
Johan.
Yes, David, would you
Yeah.
agree? I guess you won't, but uh, that when the me drops away, in a way, knowing and not knowing shift into being in a way.
No, no, I don't agree. As you got me straight, yeah, straight off. You knew.
Mm.
Yeah, no, there's in a sense that knowing and unknowing and being all fall apart. You know, there's no.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, unknowing is perhaps you know, it's perhaps a good one. I like unknowing, but you know, knowing this or being are both sort of descriptions of me.
Ah, yeah. It doesn't feel like a description to me, but yeah. Of course it is. It's hopeless. It's just hopeless.
Yeah, wonderfully hopeless. Yeah, it's hopeless for me. It's hopeless for me. Yeah, for me, of course, it inevitably hopeless for me. Yeah, because the whole notion of me's energy is driven by a misperception, a total misconception. It's driven by a fantasy.
Yeah.
You know,
Just try to express that there's a movement, there's no movement, but away from mind to this. Being doesn't represent anything mind-like, but it's just words, of course. Yeah.
It is. But I mean, I think being a lot of the time, in the way that I would get being is that it's very often associated with kind of being present and being as a sort of real thing. I am now being,
Oh, no, no.
or being something, becoming something.
No,
It's
I mean being as such, reality as such. But that's
yeah. There isn't a reality, that's the thing. Reality is all based on there being someone. So this is the empty set. This is empty. There's nothing at the center.
yeah. Unless you take the word being or this immediacy on.
Well, yeah, I mean, once again, me can take on any of this and turn it into something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In a way, not enough or too much is the definition of me. Right?
Yeah, well, or trying to get something, trying to find something. Yeah.
Yeah. And then again, not enoughness or too muchness is enoughness itself.
It is what it is. Yeah.
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 Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Hi, David. Mark again.
Hi.
How you doing?
Hi. Hi, Mark. Yeah, hi.
So, really, all spiritual quests seem to be me, greedy me.
Yeah, it's me trying to find, it's me on a path somewhere trying to find something, trying to find something better
Yeah,
than carpets and walls and
yeah, yeah,
computer screens or there's got to be something somewhere better than this. This
yeah.
isn't enough. Yeah.
And all spiritual texts, they appear to point in a certain direction, but ultimately they seem to be hopeless, all pointless. I mean, they entertain
Well,
me.
yes, they're good. I mean, entertainment for a while, and
Yeah,
then they become very annoying. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Or there's a sense that you have to try very hard to get there, and that you're not trying hard enough ultimately, because obviously, if you haven't won enlightenment, then
Yeah.
there's something wrong. You haven't been putting your effort in, So yeah,
And meditation and
yeah,
techniques,
yeah. Oh
all
yeah, techniques, yeah, meditate, all of that. It's all bullshit.
it's
Yeah.
all nonsense, yeah.
Yes, it's
And
it's all it's all bullshit. Yeah.
it seems like, I mean, meditation can be relaxing, I
Oh yeah,
suppose.
yeah, sure. No, that not on that
Oh yeah,
level.
yeah, yeah,
Absolutely. That body can naturally just find sitting
yeah.
somewhere, just not doing anything, very pleasurable. Absolutely. No
But
problem with that.
yeah, yeah, absolutely.
But meditation, sounds very kind of like, okay, I am now going to do meditation. It sounds like I'm on a track now, so you
Yeah,
can't speak to me because I'm.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It has a sort of a pomposity about it, doesn't it?
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. And I suppose it just struck me there the other day that it seems to be an utterly, it's like maybe that's the me creates an ultimately impossible sit for half an hour, follow a mantra for half an hour, utterly impossible, which means we'll always do it. because we
Well,
always,
yeah, it's all in a way. It's the practice keeps me from the door. It's
yeah,
sort of like it's kind of a way to keep uh, to manage
yeah,
me's sort of a constant seeking. It's a management, which of course is me
which is
trying to
me.
manage everything.
So ultimately, me is on that path, that spiritual path. And the fact that it's hopeless just sustains me. It's going to go on forever.
Yeah, continuation. That's what apparently me wants, because I mean, I say wants, it's what me apparent what seems to occur with me is
Yeah,
that there is a quality of continuation, because me's apparent center is protected. It doesn't want anything to, um, end that.
yeah,
That seems to be very fearful because it's unknown.
yeah. And it is very liberating to just even consider that. I mean, spiritual texts and, like starting as the Christian world and then going into sort of a more sort of Indian scriptures and it goes on and on.
Yeah.
It's and like for years we've looked at different scriptures with different organizations and oh my God, Jeannie Mac.
Yeah.
It just goes on
It goes on and on. Yeah, you get
and
different.
it contradicts itself. It
Oh
contradicts us.
yes, yes, of course. Well, it would have to.
It would
It
have,
is. I mean, dualism is
yeah.
a constant contradiction.
But it's, I suppose, the suggestion and the possibility that, and there is certainly a knowing that it's utterly pointless, and but it's very liberating just that suggestion that all of that scripture, because it's like all these books are piled up here in front of me. I
Yeah,
don't have
well,
to
it's
read them
it's
anymore.
it's hard work, isn't it? It's hard work.
Yeah, it's hard.
It's basically like having a serious office job and then
Yeah,
being given a more serious office job. You know,
yeah.
so this is the end of all of that shit. You don't
Oh,
have to have an office job.
oh, that's, yeah. Isn't that incredible? Yeah.
Yeah, this is about total retirement.
Oh, brilliant. That sounds good. That's fantastic. Fantastic. Yeah. Yeah. Great. Thanks, David.
Thank
Thank
you. Thank you. Laura.
Hi, David.
Hi. Hi.
Hi. I was just feeling that, oh yeah, I love these kind of meetings so much because I don't get anything. Like also like it's like sense that I don't need to be very sophisticated. I don't need to even understand what you guys are really talking about. And I
No.
just can just burp and fart and I don't know, like be very
Yeah.
simple. Like
Yeah. Absolutely fine. Yeah.
yeah,
Mm.
totally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that, yeah. Yeah. Sorry. Go on.
No, but yeah, and in the beginning, I could sense, oh, this is kind of dangerous. Like in the beginning of the meeting, I was like, kind of, this is not safe for me. This is not safe for me. I could sense that there's like the suggestion of something, of a kind of a death of a program in here, but then that vanished also. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. All of that stuff, which is about, the impending doom of this message or whatever it is. Forget it. Forget it. It's all that does is it creates a kind of, like like Indiana Jones fantasy. You know,
yeah.
it isn't actually what is being expressed here. It just
Oh,
creates, this is going to be awful. When do the spiders come out?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. When does the monster under the couch
Yeah,
come out?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's all of that is total pure fantasy. It's
Yeah, it
complete
is.
fantasy. The whole thing. All
Yeah.
there is this immediacy. There's just what is.
Yeah. Lovely.
Thank you.
Hi, David.
Hi, Ollie.
I know it seems a bit silly to say this in a way, but like when there's really a sense of that there's a me here that really feels separate. That really feels like there's a me here that really feels separate.
Yeah. Oh no, it feels very real for me. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And that sort of goes hand in hand with trying to fix that, with trying to find a solution.
I'm not going to tie up in knots, but really, like when they say the sense of me falls away, like there's never a me there, and it's
Yeah,
this
exactly.
illusion
Yeah.
that there's. I know it's, but it's the kind of this illusionary sort of thing that's running that says that there's something. It's the end of the illusion, really. That's
Yeah, and I prefer to even say it's the end of the questioner.
yeah.
It's the end of the question. It's the end of the one that's trying to figure it out. That's all.
I guess that's really it's my sense is why people say kind of really laughably that when this sense of being someone wasn't there anymore, it was obvious there was never, and it's so funny. It's like, oh, they can't even see why it was so serious in the first place. Oh, there never
Yeah,
was
yeah.
anyone.
Yeah, the seriousness. This is the unbearable lightness of being, in a
Yeah.
way. Yeah. It's lightness. It isn't about it isn't there's a lot of heaviness that goes along with me trying to figure it out. This is just what is.
But again, I like when there really is a sense that there is somebody there really trying to work it out that
Yeah.
really is separate. That really feels like there's
Oh
somebody
yeah.
there, and
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
get it.
And
It's
and
yeah,
it can be very difficult. It can be very tense making, and yeah, it seems to go
yeah.
on. Yeah.
Mm.
So all I would just like to say is that um, all there is what is. All that is longed for, all that is strived for, all of the the uh, the attempts and the drives to try to find something is all completely futile because all there is already what is. What is longed for is already everything. Thank you so much.
Thanks, David.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you,
you,
David.
Thank
David.
you.
Thank you, guys.
Beautiful.
Thank you,
Bye.
David.
Lovely to see you. Yeah, take care.
Thank you, David.
Thank you,
Take care, guys.
David.
Hi.